Hi, everyone. I'm Denise Boudreaux, the Director of Sales at SalonBiz, and I truly hope that you, your team, and your families are safe and well. I know this situation that everyone is experiencing globally is simply put bizarre. It's new and unique to everyone, and we just want to help you navigate through it. So I want to thank all of you for taking the time to join me today. Now, as a business focused on serving businesses, SalonBiz understands the uncertainty and hardship that COVID-19 has created. And we understand that many salons are either closed or operating at a minimum. The purpose of this webinar is to inform you of ways in which you can use SalonBiz features to continue to have cash flow during this business interruption. I'll keep it straight and to the point because most of you are probably webinared out. And keep in mind that our education team is a great resource should you need assistance with anything being covered today or any general how-to questions anytime. So we always promote at SalonBiz that online gift cards keep your salons open 24/7. And this statement holds firm even now. If you have this feature set up, don't let it go under the radar. And if you don't have online gift cards, call us and we can walk you through the steps you need to take to get it set up. It could be that you have access to this already, and it would just be a flip of a switch. This feature can be really powerful too if you begin promoting it to your customers now. And the best way to do that is through email campaigns. Now, our email marketing is turned on for all customers at the moment and can really help with your business continuity. Not only does it optimize your time and budget, but it can also boost your sales, create a stronger customer relationship, and heighten your brand recognition. And right now, customers are wanting to support local businesses more than ever. And word has spread fast across communities that purchasing gift cards for those businesses is the best way to do it. And here's an example of how it can be done. This is some verbiage that some salons are using to simply ask their guests to help them by purchasing an online gift card for their business, for future use, obviously. And it's no discount, just a simple ask. And by clicking the call to action button, it would take the customer directly to your website for them to make the purchase. Now, another way to generate some additional revenue is to try to boost your gift card sales. And you can do this by incentivizing guests through promotions. Online gift cards in SalonBiz can be set up under Central Admin to automatically add a discount or tack on a bonus gift card for a specific date range. So you can set these promotions up ahead of time. You can boost your online gift card revenue now and in turn boost your server's productivity in the near future. And be creative and fun with it. I mean, in this example, you'll see for every $100 the guest spends, they get a $19 gift card while COVID-19 is keeping them away from the business. And with the email campaigns, you can create these beautiful, easy to use, responsive, custom HTML templates. However, if you're not feeling creative, possibly from all of the shifting, pivoting, and planning we've had to do over the past few weeks, use our featured templates. There are a lot from you to choose from, and basically the framework of the email is already there. All that you have to do is put in your logo and add in your verbiage. You can also update the images if you're not loving the ones that are already in there. We have 500,000 free stock photos in the image library when you create these templates. So you can definitely choose from a plethora of photos. And not to freak anybody out, but this is just a reminder that Mother's Day is Sunday, May the 10th. This is 6 weeks away. Aside from the holiday season, this is one of the biggest cash cows for salons. When it comes to gift card sales. Don't overlook it because of all of the chaos. And this Mother's Day is truly one to celebrate too. Working moms everywhere are juggling a heightened workload, especially if they're in the healthcare industry. Some are working from home and dealing with school and daycare closures all at the same time. So what a better way to say thank you than to give them that long overdue pampering. Color, cut, wax, nails, facial, massage, whatever your services are in your salon, do the whole package and start getting the word out now to start showing some love to our moms to help boost these sales. Again, you can simply do a Mother's Day gift card just for the flat amount, or you can start to put some promotions built into these to kind of entice them to spend a larger amount in order for them to get a gift along with it. Now, so online gift cards is the first way that you can start generating some cash flow right now into your salons. And let's move on to retail. Some salons in the United States still remain open with very minimal service staff to adhere to that social distance guideline of 6 feet. Some have cut out services completely and minimize the storefront's operating hours to accommodate retail traffic, and some storefronts are completely closed. So how do we retail to customers that are in isolation or isolating themselves from everyone right now? I want to just review a few creative things that you can do with the SalonBiz tools that you have accessibility to right now. The first is the SalonBiz iPad app. This app allows you to take your business on the move through mobile payments. You could look at offering curbside checkout. It's a great way to promote safe shopping while practicing that social distancing. And customers can easily call orders in ahead of time to the salon for retail, then let you know when they arrive so they can deliver it to their car and take payment without their seatbelt having to come off. Another outlet is to drive retail sales through our complimentary consumer app, Pocket Salon. Customers can easily replenish products by selecting past purchases. They can even shop through your retail catalog, place the items in their cart, purchase it through the app for in-store pickup later. So think of like your best Target experience with in-store pickup. And what you can do, again, is offer that curbside delivery so they don't have to get out of the car. And what's great about this is this method requires no exchange of payment. All they have to do is hand the product to you. And I know most salons are keeping on minimal guest care team members to help with rescheduling appointments and answering questions as customers call into the business. Take it a step further and have them proactively reach out to guests that might be running out of product. I know this morning when I was in the shower shampooing my hair, I realized I was a little lower than I'd like to be, and it would have been nice if I remembered to pick that up and stocked up. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to replenish my shampoo, right? So this is a great way to have your guest care service team be productive and be proactive with some product sales. And our education team can help you pull a list of customers that are overdue for products. And you can call, or you can take this targeted list if you don't have the manpower to make those phone calls, and you can send an email using our focused campaigns. This allows you to send to a segmented list in SalonBiz, and the call to action on your email template could be to download Pocket Salon app to make their replenishment purchases and then come to the salon to have us deliver it to your car. So you definitely have to balance generating revenue against the cost of staying open. So consider maybe having some special hours for retail. For example, maybe being open 2 to 4 Tuesday and Thursday for retail pickups only. But again, just something to consider when it comes to retail. And let's move on from retail to kind of focusing on what you can be doing to make the most out of reopening. So I know a lot of you, many of you, actually no one knows the date that you're going to open. But I hope that you guys are already looking forward to your reopening and planning it as like a celebration and welcoming your staff and your customers back to the salon and treating it like an event, right? So this is a great way to promote an event you're reopening to your customer base using campaigns. So once you have a ballpark, you'll want to communicate that to your guests and make sure that they also secure their next appointment. So the easiest way to do this is to have them online book on your website. So you can send an email out, again, with that call to action to book online. And this is helpful too, because you might be operating with minimal staff. So if you, you can kind of let this work on its own on the back end and still have team members available to answer the phone. And now is the time to consider a cancellation or no-show policy and strongly enforce it. You'll have to put it visible on your website and on your online booking page so that the customer has a clear understanding of it. But the easiest way to enforce these policies is to have them prepay for appointments. If you have online gift cards, you have this option automatically. And the options you have for prepayment or to prepay the full amount of the service that they're booking, a percentage of the service, or a flat booking fee, like maybe $20 to reserve their appointment online. That prepaid amount goes into the customer's file as a credit to be used at the time of the service. So if the customer doesn't adhere to the cancellation or no-show policy and simply doesn't show up for their appointment or doesn't cancel in a timely manner, you'll have the option to use the store credit towards the service to protect your revenue and your staff's revenue. Because let's face it, you guys have been paused, right, with no cash flow generating. So now is the time to make sure you're protecting your future revenue that's coming through the appointment book. And a few great things about prepayment aside from that appointment guarantee: you're generating cash flow now. And secondly, it's proven that paying for services ahead of time increases the chance of impulse purchasing behavior in the future. So therefore, look at it as increasing your retail sales at the time of service. And let me put that into perspective, give you an example. So I prepaid $60 for my haircut 3 weeks ago. And the day of my service, I'm presented with product recommendations, right? Because we should all make sure that when we're reopening, every customer is getting product education and product recommendations, and you can do that using the app. So I get the product recommendations, and I'm more apt to buy more because I'm not spending any money today on the service. So it's generating cash flow now and even more cash flow when they come in for their visit. All right, now everyone's forecasting that there's going to be some pent-up demand for salon services, and you'll most likely look at extending your service hours after you open to cater to that demand. And the one thing that you're going to want to make sure that you do is have enough professional products, because the last thing you want to do is run out of color. So what I would suggest that you do is count your inventory at least 2 weeks prior to reopening. You could do it now if you have the time. And then order what you need from your vendors to make sure you have enough stock to support the service demand that's going to be influxing into the salons when you reopen. So maybe in your mind, think about the hours, your operating hours for the first few weeks of your opening, and increasing those, and then going back to your normal business hours maybe a few weeks out after you've accommodated most of your guests and you're getting them back onto a normal schedule. Now, keep in mind, though, that your vendors are going to be trying to keep up with the demand as well. So give them enough time to fulfill the orders. If possible, order a little more now than you usually do to support that. And be prepared to do another order a few days after being open to make sure you're replenishing that stock, okay? And another thing, aside from just checking your inventory so that you don't run out of professional products and retail products too, is to anticipate long lines and make sure you're able to quickly care for your guest. As much as everyone's going to be looking forward to this human interaction, the last thing they want to do is stand in line, especially that close to people after being distanced for so long. So the SalonBiz iPad app has a built-in self-check-in kiosk. You can put this in a nice iPad stand close to your arrival area. Just make sure you have like a solid power source to the iPad so it doesn't run out of battery in the middle of your business day. But upon arriving, your guests can self-serve and go ahead and check themselves in, and they don't have to wait in line. Now, your team members still get notified so the guest is greeted right away. So it does not hinder your guest experience in any kind of way. If anything, it elevates it a little more. Now, you can also use the iPad app to expedite the sale. Earlier, we talked about this being kind of like taking your mobile payments, right? You can, with the iPad, pre-book from the chair, you can recommend retail and log it, and you can also add retail items to the ticket all before the cape comes off. So all the guest has to do at that point is go to the front desk to simply pay. So they're not standing there booking appointments and holding the line up, okay? But if you want to take it a step further and even offer more convenience to the guests, just go ahead and completely do the whole transaction at the chair side so that they can skip the line altogether. So before the cape comes off, you've pre-booked them, you've gone through your product knowledge, and then you've also gone ahead and taken payment, and then they're free to go. So here's a quick summary of all of the features we discussed today that I feel could really help generate some cash flow into your business during this interruption, and things that you should consider rolling out during reopening and prior to reopening. So first, we discussed online gift cards. And then also perhaps putting some incentives in there using the promotions. And email campaigns, you can create your own email templates. You can use our featured templates and put your spin on them. You can mass email out to all your clients. You can do segmented campaigns using the focus tool as well too to get to a target audience. We talked about mobile retail and the possibility of doing curbside checkout, and that's using the SalonBiz iPad app. And next is the Pocket Salon app. This is allowing your customers to use the app to browse your retail catalog and to purchase product from the app for in-store pickup later. And again, tacking on possibly a curbside delivery as opposed to them walking into the storefront. The next is making sure you have your online booking all set up and ready to go and prepayment turned on. We talked about how the appointment guarantee is going to help you protect that revenue on your book and also the staff member's commission, right? So make sure that if you do have online booking, that you consider that prepayment. And we also find that it does help with increasing some impulse buying behavior when they're actually in the salon. And then lastly, the self-checking kiosk that is located in the SalonBiz iPad app will help with limiting the lines that will be coming into your salon once you're open for business. So if you need help implementing any of these areas into your business, call us. We hold hands. I mean, we're not literally holding hands right now because we need to keep 6 feet away, but we hold hands virtually. So anything that you guys need, if it's a training session, a quick how-to, we would be happy to support you in any way that we can because we're all trying to navigate through this. And I just wanted you to be aware of the tools that could potentially help generate some cash flow for you guys so that you can navigate through this pretty seamlessly as well. I wish everyone the best, you, your team members, your families, and here's to opening your business stronger than you ever were before. And remember, at the end of this, all of this is simply temporary, and it will be back to normal very, very soon, or our new normal, possibly. But just breathe and know that SalonBiz is there for you. Thanks for your time today.